What's up, fam, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel once again from us over here at Locust&WildHoney. So today I have an unboxing of a pair of shoes that has yet to be hyped up, but from my sources and from what I've heard, these shoes are starting to sell out. I know that a restock is coming tonight and also as well as tomorrow in a multiplicity of different colorways. If you're on the fence about picking these shoes up, I definitely suggest that you don't sleep on them. I've seen resellers selling them for triple the price already. So without further ado, the shoes that I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing today is the Adidas Alpha Bounce. Nice throw. Anyways, as you can see here, it's just standard Adidas running box, black, nothing too special about it. For me personally, I had to get the women's version of the shoe. From my understanding, there isn't any difference in terms of the width of the actual shoe, but all the men's shoes were already sold out, so I had to settle with that. I went with a 9.5 in women's, and that's the first thing I wanted to talk about with you guys, is that if you're gonna purchase these shoes online or through a reseller, my advice would certainly be to size down. These things run very big. If I went with the men's size, as you guys probably already know, in the Ultra Boost, I'm a 9. In the Yeezys, I'm an 8.5. In these shoes, I think I would go with an 8. So with all that being said, I'm gonna jump right into the box. So heading into the box, there's really nothing too special about it. It's just some standard tissue, just white plain tissue, and then you're greeted by the shoes. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. So here are the shoes. As you can see here, they're a very unique looking shoe. Shape is very comparable to that of the Roche Run or the Yeezy 350 Boost. So I'm gonna break these shoes down and look at them from 3 different elements, and it's gonna be comprised of the upper, the midsole, and the outsole. So the upper is gonna be comprised of a material that Adidas likes to call forged mesh. Now this is just a fancy term for saying it's mesh that is made up of one single layer, and Adidas claims that it's comprised of no seams, although there is a seam right here. Adidas, I'm not mad at you, but there is certainly a seam. It doesn't affect the ride or the feel of the shoe at all, but that's what forged mesh is. As you can see here, there is a line of ridges that goes from the toe box on the right side of the shoe up through the top of the shoe and follows through where the heel cup is. This essentially gives you a feeling of stability without taking away from flexibility. Those ridges can actually also be found on the inside of the shoe, and here it goes from the left side of the toe box up through and follows into the heel, and it serves the exact same purpose. The midsole is actually where the Bounce in Alpha Bounce comes from. Bounce is essentially EVA foam, which is actually a chemistry term, that of which is ethylene vinyl acetate. There's really nothing too special about EVA foam. It's actually used in a plethora of different sports shoes, and its properties are known to absorb shock very well and last long while doing so. The outsole is essentially just rubber. It's very dense rubber. I wouldn't compare it to the 2015 Ultra Boost, but I'd definitely say it feels a lot like that of the Continental rubber used on the 2016 Ultra Boost. I will certainly say though, I don't think that it is Continental rubber, as their signs are not located anywhere on the shoe. So onto the question that many of you guys have been asking on my most recent Instagram post: how do they compare to that of the Ultra Boosts? So the first thing I certainly need to denote is that Adidas has done a brilliant job of filling a segment of the market that has yet to be filled. The Ultra Boost is an awesome shoe. Quite frankly, it's the most comfortable shoe I have ever put on, and it mixes comfort with style. Now, with all that being said, the Boost foam is very expensive, and there was a segment in the market that had a gaping hole on the part of Adidas because they couldn't compete with that of the Lunar Glides and the Roshis, because those price points were so much so substantially lower. So I think that these shoes are a perfect alternative to that of the Ultra Boost. They're very, very comfortable. I wouldn't say they're as comfortable as the Ultra Boost per se, but at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. The Ultra Boost is priced at almost $200, whereas these shoes are priced at $100. So I definitely say that this just fills a segment of the market of shoes that Adidas had no play in. With all that being said, if you want a very, very comfortable shoe, something that is super responsive, and you have the extra money to spend, I certainly say go with the Ultra Boost. But with all that being said, if you want great value, a pair of shoes that's super comfortable, that will serve very, very well to be very stylish, it has a very modern design and a sleek look, without having to pay that extra chunk of change that you would have to with the Ultra Boost, I'd say definitely go with the Alpha Bounce. At the end of the day, it's really all subject to you guys. And that's that, guys. I want to thank you so much for stopping by Locust&WildHoney once again. And as always, I'm going to end this video with a peace and be blessed from Locust&WildHoney. I am ecstatic, guys. They are absolutely beautiful. The suede on here is just top quality, certainly worth the $400.